Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing Progressive World Domination on the Ground Zero map. We're playing as the green player out of the second position. And just like yesterday, we are back with a brand new Zombies Map Pack 2 map. And this one is slightly scaled out, right? So we should be able to find the hardware store as one of the bonuses on here. Or maybe that's just the shopping district here. That's what it might be. It might be the shopping district. Unfortunately, Orange chooses to hit me. Takes a bonus here. He actually hits me twice. So the bonuses look maybe a little bit smaller on this one, I think. That's a bummer. He goes for the +1. And he goes through my material. What did he hit? Did he hit 2 of mine? He hit a 2. Wow. Hits a 2. So we are going to be one of the few players to not start with 4. Which is unfortunate. We get hit twice. I'm trying to debate what to go for. The flats bonus looks maybe a little bit appealing. City center. I don't want to be anywhere next to orange. I don't trust the orange player in the slightest. Galleries, maybe. I don't have any access to galleries. I think freight side is where I'm going to want to place myself. Let's try this. If I hit here and those are not connected. Fortify this away from orange. I think that is not a bad idea. Flats is tough to hold. Are you kidding me? Is he going to roll out of here? I thought these connected. I wasn't paying attention. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Are you kidding me? Okay. Try to recover from that. 5-on-3, baloney. This is our first look at this map. I had a comment on yesterday's video saying that the zoom was fine on yesterday's map. I want to make it clear that both on yesterday's map and again here today, I've positioned the map to be in a more favorable position for the viewer. This is not the default. The default was actually like this. It was something like this, where all of this was overlapped over here, and we had overlap over here. Something along those lines, where active overlap. So they definitely did not take a pass at these new maps in terms of the zoom, which is a bit unfortunate, because I thought that them looking at the maps as part of their changes would lead to an improvement and in future maps, right? Because they did a pass on old maps, and it seems as though that maybe has not happened, at least with this map pack. I didn't see any problem with the community map pack, so I think that one either was already pretty prim and proper, or there's an interesting pathing line here. I don't know what White is doing, but I think he's going to smoke through my material. Don't roll your 2s out. Just take your card over here. I'd remove orange knowing that he's only got a +1. Yeah, that's smart. And I'd bring your 4 over here. Why are we just slamming to slam? I just don't get it, dude. Like, I just don't think white is good, and I think that's why he hit over here. There's no point in hitting me there. Black, I think, is mad that I hit one of his territories. I don't know. Maybe that's the best spot for him to play from. A 5-on-3 is not 100% roll. He just got lucky. Not lucky, but not unlucky. Go in here. Go in here. Okay, thank gosh. I'm not going to be able to move this. I guess I just operate on the outside here. I don't really know what to do. At least the bonuses aren't very strong. That does help. You could get active. I mean, you hit 3 times, you could potentially cause issues. I just need to start stacking up on one singular spot, so I think I'm gonna actually hit yellow up top here. I would hit... No, you don't... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that any of my opponents are that good. I am pretty crippled, though. So we're gonna hit yellow here. And we're just gonna do a single stack. My only chance at survival on this board is a single stack. Black is going to play for the +2 that I wanted over there. Which, like, fair enough. The strat worked. It's just irritating. That is not what you should be doing. You should not put anything here. You should finish your bone. I don't like this at all. This is not 100% roll. You lose a troop here right away. That's like clockwork, dude. Ensure you have the bonus. He doesn't even successfully knock pink below 12, so that maneuver here doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because that's not part of the bonus any of the bonuses you're trying to operate in. So maybe black's not very good either. I'm thinking, based off of what I've seen on this first turn with the defensive the yellow player here, I think that the yellow player is going to be our strongest opponent in terms of skill. It looks like pink is making a sensible choice here, but I would continue. I guess you don't take the whole downtown bonus there. I would not back up. I wouldn't. You already got the 2 here. Use the 2 as your defense. Don't. Yeah, that's locked troops. So let's see what yellow does. I don't think he should hit my 2. It looks like he's going to go into white on the right-hand side here. Now, this won't pick him up an additional bonus because he doesn't have pathing through here. So that's not actually that threatening. It does completely remove white, which I don't think is a bad idea. And then fortifies here. So yellow will be going for a second bonus here that he can actually hold on 3 points. Very, very strong position for him. I just need to keep whatever I can alive until the trades come in and just hope I don't die. First impressions, I think that the map we played yesterday, the Dead End Depot map, is better than this one. I like the pathing on that one. This one reminds me actually very much of the Battle for Plants Noir map to some extent, with kind of the large middle and then the really stringy outsides, except the bonuses are much more detached, I suppose is a good way of putting it. I want to keep white here. I want to keep white here away from yellow. And the reason for that is I think the white player is going to put himself in a position to perish. Although maybe, arguably, a black is actually already flagged and botted. So he ruined my start and then quit, which is kind of hilarious. Orange rolls me there. Yeah, let's knock white out over here. And then fortify here. Now what would be nice, like black stacking down here, something like that. It's going to stack in front of pink. That's the other thing. We may want to keep some black near us as well. Especially if somebody gets a little too active. Like this rolling out of here, I don't think that the orange player is going to feel compelled to even hit that. Pink gets 8. Curiosity I have here is, does pink, knowing orange is not holding a very strong bonus, isn't all that strong compared to you. If I'm the pink player, I think you try to thwart or yellow's plans early. You can devastate the yellow player here. 10 on 4, you get good enough dice here, you sneak in the back. He has no bonus. He has no way of really breaking you if you move your 4 over. I think that that'd be a sound decision. The game is by no means over. It's really going to depend on if somebody gets up in yellow's business. Obviously, pink holding a stronger bonus, but he's seemingly not playing right now, or he's very slow, very delayed. It's really going to be about just staying alive here. He is here. It looks like he's going to hit black then. He doesn't have a whole lot of time to do it, but I would leave black here. Okay. It's going to be more locked troops for pink. Doesn't have time to finish his turn because he took 45 seconds to even start placing his troops. So black flagged. I'm not surprised by that. I think it's kind of the moment he saw white preparing to hit up through him, and that makes sense. Yellow, a little bit of action over here. So this is going to pick up a second bonus for yellow. Now, my curiosity is, what does the orange do? Orange will be getting 5. Orange will get 5 here with the +1. Does he finish his bonus with the 3? Does he hit yellow? Because I don't know that yellow is going to play good neighbor. I'd be very surprised if he did. White is getting pretty small. I could try to play for city center, but I don't think I'm going to have very good luck with that. I almost wonder if trying to get orange out of this top line would help me more. White takes this. So there's some interesting things that could happen here. White could get active in, or pink could get active into white, or yellow. Orange could get active into yellow. Yellow could get active into literally anybody. He's got +6 now. He's looking pretty good. Orange will take this. Does he stack up against yellow here? Because he actually puts it backwards. So he leaves it in the middle, almost preparing for a break for then retaliation, but yellow could theoretically hit both of these, which is interesting. I don't have a trade-in. Now that white has a bonus, I don't actually think there's much of a purpose in hitting this here, or in leaving him there. I'm going to put one here. We're going to try to keep another spot alive over there. But I don't want to retain the hold on white anymore. We do have a trade-in if we need it. I don't want to retain the hold on white anymore. And the primary reason for that, this might actually roll a 5 on 4. The primary reason for that is because he's going to be getting the bonus. I actually haven't run through the bonuses yet. This is a 70 territory map. There are, I haven't even counted them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bonuses. So those bonuses range from 1 to 8. There's 1, 5. That's Eat Street. Uptown is 8. Eat Street, I kind of like that because I think it's supposed to be for food, but also brains because it is a zombie map. Pink does stack here. That'll probably just hit my 2 and hold. Or he could go into white. 5 on 2. Does he try it? Or does he play good neighbor? Because obviously the player that did not play good neighbor is gone. Splits? 75% roll? No, it doesn't hit it. Interesting. I'd pull the 4 out. There's no purpose in the 4 being here. There's actually no purpose in the 4 being here. This 7 keeps me trapped between yellow, and yellow is now getting 10. I'm interested to see if he starts playing in the middle of the board or just removes black over here. He's just going to remove black over here. I need to get out of here. I actually may not even want to continue committing here unless he plays this slow because he wants to keep black's troops in reach. Okay. That's fair. I need to start bolstering my middle play here. I'd like to get to the 5 cards, so I'm at least trading behind orange. I mean, these guys are wise enough to kill guard me here, which is interesting. So the bonuses I started mentioning the bonuses. Downtown Flats, City Center, Shopping, the Square, and Entertainment. Those are the +4. Site 0, +1, I assume that's where the outbreak began. Eat Street 5, Galleries, and Freight Side are +2s if you're able to hold. As white, is he going to try to get through orange there? He hits orange initially. If he fortifies it here, I attack down. Yeah, I was going to attack here. I will not be doing that. Because I see even white trying to build a bit of a pressure on me. I don't love this. I am kill guarded from orange. That is a bit of a benefit right now. Is that kill guard. Now I could play for flats. Surprised by this stark dark line here that usually signifies the edge of a bonus, but they've decided to make this whole chunk here a bonus. Splits is fortify. We're just going to go solely here. And interestingly enough, this is a kind of an outer, there's a very strong outer loop here. None of this stuff on the outskirts of Uptown connects to City Center, Site 0, etc. It only makes the connection down here in the bottom, in the square, or in Entertainment there. Black kind of encroaching on me. Interested to see. It almost knocked orange out of this upper area, which would have been helpful. We will get a decent trade-in. Pink, heavy commitment here. This looks like a potential punishing of the white player, which I didn't really have on my bingo card. Unless he's just going to take downtown and chill. But an early trade from pink is nice. And pink bonus is up to an extra +4. Slides this over. Again, that slide over is useless. This doesn't defend anything. It's not, or at least it defends, but it's not active troops. I would have felt better about the 3 being moved. I'm a little bit concerned that yellow goes heavy. Yeah, heavy topside. We do have potential pathing into black. Not that black's really worth it right now. I think removal of black in the middle is smart. Everybody has access to this already anyway. If I just put 3 troops here to hit, is white going to break orange? Wow. Wow, that might have actually just saved me. I don't understand that play at all. White has like a weirdly good relationship with pink for no good reason. Aggresses orange equally for no good reason. Now, orange doesn't have the best pathing into white. Orange actually has very minimal pathing unless he wants to cream through black. This is presumably bare minimum orange full removes white from the middle, which is probably a good thing. And white is on 5. He did not trade, yellow did not trade. If orange full removes him here, do I have the juice off of my 8 up top with +3 and then a 10 trade, +2 in the overlook? That is here. It's not very useful for me. I think this feeds white to pink. Orange actually should not remove white here. He should even box white out. He should sit here so pink doesn't have access. And I actually think he's not going to get this. Wow, he doesn't even retake here. That's wild. All right, so I'm going to go with my aforementioned play, which heavily relies on presence up there, so we're not even going to bother adding here. I am going to close my stack off. Am I on a trade? I am not on a trade, so it's actually pretty important that I have pathing on both sides. You hope that yellow tries to hit as much as possible. Yellow actually does not have access to the black kill. So I would need a pretty clean split on both sides. Now, orange does, because it chose not to hit him here. So if orange has a trade on 3, he could potentially scoop this. We may have saved white. I think white will get broken over here, but we may have actually saved him from death. Probably not long term. Really just I'm trying to stage a comeback here, guys. Obviously a very poor start. No chance to play for any sort of bonus. I don't know why you would add more here. Pink is too afraid to play aggressively, and I think that's going to bite him. He's had the most troops for the entire game, but he can't process how to play, and thus he will not win this game on speed. I need to get these troops out of here pronto. I'm going to add 1 here, hit to the right, fortify completely out of this bonus. He actually completely misses a card. It even marks him as MIA. I believe he was here. It's already fully marked him as a bot. Yeah, he is here. He's just so slow. Didn't even want to make a move. Now, the question here becomes, does yellow just say screw it and go heavy into me, or does he continue defending? Because if he continues defending, he obviously has good mobility off of this, but not much else. He's got a lot over here. He's keeping enough here to be able to kill me when he needs to. I need to hope black doesn't have a trade on 3. There's white's set. Now, white could do something interesting here, which is just go up this way and try to hit black, but it looks like he's going to hit orange again for some reason. And I agree with orange. The ultimate question here is why. 7 on 4 is not 100% break. Dumps in here. This looks like he's going to play for City Center. He is going to take this +4 and the +1 from orange. Oh, what? Okay, I genuinely have no idea what that play was, but I'm not actually certain it hurts him. Now, I don't have a trade-in. I need to somehow protect... If yellow has a trade on 3, I think I perish anyway. I need to protect the black bot. That commitment is interesting, though, because that makes me think I need to just eliminate black. If he sits there, which he does not, so he removes that material. I was going to play off of this, because this gives you... Yellow doesn't normally... Yeah, I need to hit this here. I wouldn't normally attack twice, but I need to detach myself from yellow as much as I can. And I don't want to feed orange this elimination. The problem is if I hit here and it doesn't take the card on the backside... I was going to take this. I'm okay with yellow. I'm okay with orange having that avenue. Well, okay. If I wanted protection, I got it. It's as simple as that, guys. I got the protection I wanted. At the cost of not being remotely close to being able to eliminate black, because it traded on 3 again. But a little bit of a buffer here. That's for certain. Now, pink did not take a card on his last turn. He still is the strongest player despite not taking a card. Although with yellow's generation of 3 + 6, 10 troops as well, it'll be tied with him after the turn. I'm not sure. I actually think this protection... Because now I can just leave the 20 here, use it as a means to try to eliminate black when the time comes. Probably even potential protection up here to not have to trade in right away. And then we just play off of our 8 and hope for the best. This does not excite me. He does break white. I was wondering if that was going to happen. Because on 4 cards, 20... Because what did he hit a 5, right? I didn't want to have to hit the 5 before. If white breaks orange, there's an interesting thing that could happen here, which would make this worthwhile. If white breaks orange... He's putting... This is his largest stack for a reason, because he wants to come hit me. Now, the fact that he hit a 4, instead of removing the kill guard 2, that's also kind of interesting. White is not actually really any stronger than myself. And if he plays this wrong, he potentially feeds himself. Now, we know black won't have a set anytime soon. Orange loses this bonus, too, on the next turn here. He's going to break orange. The 20 would have to hit through a set he trades. He trades in on 3. Uh-oh. It's actually not that bad. Oh my goodness, no. Why are you doing this? He just gets out of pink's way. Okay. And leaves this next to orange. Orange trades. I kind of think I have to trade. I don't really want the yellow player getting the black elimination. That is one downside to this. Is he going to hit my 8 out of there? That's a little bit annoying. Oh, I see. I see. I have to trade. That is true. I see what orange is trying to do. I respect the hustle. I'm trying to clean my glasses off here. I don't care that that stacks on me, right? I have a ton of troops up there. I'm pretty effectively kill guarding. The only way this goes poorly is honestly, it's up to... I don't know that it's worth trying to take this just yet. It is up to the... Wow, it is going hefty into him. It's up to white, right? White could hit that 10 prematurely. I think I've got a good enough hold here now where yellow theoretically shouldn't try to kill me. Pink sets on 3. And I'm actually... Pink could do something crazy, which is go into yellow right now. He is finally going to hit my 2 there. And he's going to knock white out of that top line. That is something I thought might happen. Now, he's moving. My concern with him moving right now is that he's going to hit this 7. I hope he stops here. I don't want him to hit the 7 because I don't want him to go hit black, because if he hits black, he feeds it to yellow. And we don't want that. Under no circumstances do we want that. Because I basically need to... I can only kill black when black sets me in. The trades are getting high enough where it's worth it. Yellow obviously sets here. He doesn't have great pathing into anything. He does get 45 plus 11, 56 troops that could go on this, potentially kill me. Pink is protecting me. I'm actually a little bit protected in the middle now, which is great. This does also have added pathing around. He theoretically could kill white. I'm wondering, he's going to kill guard black in here. He's going to sit on this spot, I think. So nobody gets the benefit of black. And there is no way of getting in here. Unless, obviously, orange straight removes it. He's not on a trade. I don't know why white's doing that, but okay. I think orange can just... No, he can't kill white because we've got white up here. So this is really interesting kill guard. This is a natural... Again, no fog, no blizzards on this. These are natural kill guards. No matter what way this shakes out, even if I do lose, I think I plan on uploading this solely because it's going to make this a bit more interesting for you guys. Kill guarding here is actually very annoying. I have a set on 3, which is big. Black's actually not even going to get a card here. Oh, it does get a card. It actually gets a card on this spot because orange didn't retake in here. So here's the ultimate question with black on 3. Yellow's not on a trade-in. He could devastate me, but I don't think he can kill me. And black's kind of run out of cards, surprisingly. Unless it trades. I'm trying to line up who would be a profitable elimination for myself right now. There's obviously the thought of white. And I think I want to focus my whole... Because yellow's clearly the best opponent. I especially blocking black here. And orange hasn't removed black, which I think is pretty tactical. I would, again, use your 30 here. Why you're using a 10 doesn't make any sense. Pull the 30 up now. You're useless trapping the 30. He's got a 13 trapped, a 30 trapped. That's just silly. That's wasted troops. Now there's a world here where yellow rolls the dice to kill me through dumps his 11 troops here. Or is it 12 now? 11. Dumps his 11 troops on the 30. He actually dumps it up top. That will give black a card. No, it won't give black a card. I need to see white either step out of the way. Because if at any point I'm let into this area, I can kill black. Right, if this steps off... Yeah, adds his 5 troops on this. Black's not going to get any cards here. I get that nobody wants to feed the bot. I totally understand that. And if it traded me in, I would do something. Orange sets. I think that's a precautionary trade-in. I think yellow could have made a move by now. I think yellow could have killed white. No, it's really up to pink, isn't it? Yeah, he's not going to give black a card. I'm not going to give black a card. What's the trade-in worth? 60? I don't want to be able to get hit. And I don't want to be able to get hit. Yeah, there's the trade-in. Perfect. Beautiful. That's exactly what needed to happen. I added more here so that the bot, I wasn't at risk of the bot hitting me, and now yellow loses 30 troops. That is perfect. That is glorious. I don't know if it'll roll enough to break him. It's going to steal the bonus from him. I think it's just going to steal the bonus. I don't think it'll break here. But that is that's actually a massive swing. Yeah, it doesn't break him there. So he keeps the +2, loses the +4. Pink is now far and away the strongest player. That is perfect. That is it's kind of what yellow deserved with the way he was playing this. Like, I'm not trying to imply that the yellow player was playing this badly. He was not. That is, I would have done this a very similar way as him, especially if I knew a player was kill guarding. I just realized the flats bonus is completely split. This bonus is, these do not connect, these two territories here. This bonus is unbelievably split. This +4 here. These two territories here are separate from these 4 here. That's a bonus I don't think I will ever try to play for. Meanwhile, look at everything the pink player holds. Orange needs to get out of dodge here pretty soon. White is also pretty susceptible to danger. I don't really have the juice to do anything to him. I probably should have put more down here. I probably could have killed him. But it wouldn't trade me right now. And yellow is now stunned. I mean, he lost those 30 troops. It's almost like he doesn't even know what to do. He's going to go back into the bot, but this won't even be a full bonus take. I think he's just going to take once, call it a day. Yep. So he will now get broken unless he splits his defense here. No, this will actually force the bot into him. And I understand he's set up now an additional kill guard. Meanwhile, white trades. And he's going to go into pink with this, it looks like. So white is kind of playing the enforcer role here, which is interesting to me because he does not have the troops to be doing this. He also just opened yellow up to me, which concerns me. I'm not surprised white is doing this, though, given the... He's fist bumping. Brother, you think a fist bump is going to work on a player that you broke earlier? He's had enough of you. Pink's fist bumping. That's so funny, dude. Unfortunately, white is too slow. I think that yellow will not be too slow once he actually gets active. The other guys, I'm not super certain about it. Meanwhile, orange is, I mean, his 83 is kind of stuck here. It's a similar position to mine. Black bot will break here. I mean, the thing is, pink's just going to, well, don't sit there. Do not, oh, wow, okay. Yellow's trading is what I'm most concerned about. That it kind of leveled the playing field here, though. Although yellow and pink will both jump far ahead. This should break here too, and it does. So yellow's only gonna get 3 troops. Has the kill guards though. That's the most important thing. Then there's no way for me to kill him, right? The only way this goes in my favor is if somehow pink decides to try to kill white and I'm able to capitalize off of it. Right? Like, the problem is yellow's just going to be the one to capitalize. Pink's too slow too. Oh no, but if he doesn't hit here, right? If pink creams through this, my 42 should be enough to get the rest of this material. He does trade. At some point, yellow needs to be addressed. He's far and away the best player on the board. Now, interestingly, if pink splits here, knocks the 22, hits the 7, if he gets the 22 out of here, we're close. He does not get the 22 out of there. So not only that, but white doesn't even get broken here. I think if you're yellow, I don't think you trade. I wouldn't have traded here. I now have to be very careful because I think yellow can eliminate me depending on where he distributes these troops. And the same may be true for orange. Slightly cheaper, mind you, for orange. But he can potentially eliminate me when I get to 3 cards here. Now, he's also taking quite some time to decide what he wants to do. Hefty commitment below is what we want. That actually isn't that much. I don't want him adding a bunch to the 60. The problem is that's where he keeps adding a bunch to. So we need to keep prioritizing the middle then. He puts more here. This is actually good for me because this now requires a trade-in. He does not remove the 2 here. So theoretically, the bot getting 5. If I don't hit the bot here, the bot getting 5 troops could add all of it here, roll a 7 on 5. That's actually going to be the only place it actually has cards. So this, unless orange takes a card for the bot or white takes a card for the bot, this may be the first turn where the bot does not have a card to take. So it is interesting. I think yellow, at least from... Why would you hit my 2 here? I'm going to take a card off you, brother. This guy's wild. He's got to open something here. Does he open white? I would have opened white, personally. No point in me letting white hold that. Especially knowing that pink has it out for him. I do not have a trade-in. This may roll a 4-on-5. No, it just stops. Interesting. So now white's not taking anything, which does change the dynamic here. It doesn't set yellow in to try to kill white, or to try to kill yellow, black, whatever the color is. It's been a long game. I know it's progressing. I know it's only a matter of time, especially for myself. If a player like white gets to 4 cards behind me, I'm very much eyeing the elimination. I've got to be wary that my material gets bonked. White has done some questionable material bonking so far this game. Does he stop here? No. Does he kill guard? Because a kill guard here would be smart. What would be pretty dastardly is if he opened up white here. So again, locking your 60 sec, completely useless play. You may as well keep it out and active and kill guarding the white player. I'd love to give black an extra card, but I just don't have the means. And I know both me and orange are not going to want to spend that commitment. Now, if I'm orange, I almost think it may be wise to step out of the way of this, but I don't know. Also, this map is interesting because it's weirdly at this kind of side angle. I'm not sure it makes any sense. It's just grouping that up in here. Yeah. So I will step to the side on my take. Orange sets again. Now we know, again, orange does not have a kill on white. Or me, but for that matter, because yellow is actually protecting me up here. I didn't have a trade on 3 to trade on 3. If orange has a trade, or if, sorry, yellow has a trade on 3, you could do something pretty scary to me. Now, the interesting thing here, something to note. Come on, I need a dude or a horse. No trade on 4. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no trade on 4. That is exceptionally dangerous to play with, and very likely the yellow player eliminates me on this next turn. Not really right now, but after. And this is why pink, if pink were sitting here, I'm actually intrigued to see what happens, because I may get eliminated because pink didn't leave his stack out this way. Now, yellow doesn't trade off of me right now. If yellow tries to kill me, I believe orange will kill him. I don't think orange is a bad player. I would not remove white up here. If you remove white up here, you feed him to yellow. That is not enough. Goes up with it. Bring your 60 out. For the love of all things holy, bring your 60 out. There's no point in keeping it locked. All this is bad troop management. And I'm hanging on by a thread right now. Obviously, white is the more appealing kill, but I'm kill guarding, and because I'm kill guarding, I'm actually making myself more appealing because there's no way to kill white right now. If I knocked white out of this back area, and black out of this back area for that matter. Interesting. Is he going to try to butter up black for an extra card here? I think he is. He's trying to give black a card. Interesting. Because I think he knows he can go through me, especially if I don't set. He's also trying to give black a card. Oh no. Put it all on the 66, please. If he puts it here, how big is that? That's a huge trade in. I'm cooked. I needed the set on 4. I don't have the set on 4. No. Okay. If you want the bonus, you can have the bonus, dude. This, oh, if this was here, dude, that would be golden. I'm gonna put the extra troops up here. I have the set. I think I died a yellow. Oh, it doesn't take... I think he thought it would take an extra card. It does not. He needs to hit here. So he doesn't trade off of black. He obviously trades off of me. I think I just die here. I mean, the trades are so high. The only thing that can protect me is pink going into yellow. Genuinely, the only thing that can protect me is the pink player going into yellow. Pink's going to kill me. No. This protects me, though. I hope he keeps this here. I hope this stays here. I hope he keeps it here. Interesting splits. If this stays here, I live. Please just keep it there. If this stays here, I legitimately live. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Yellow knows too. Yellow said well played. That genuinely saved me. And now the ultimate question becomes, does yellow go to 5 cards? Because he's at 208. I get 95 from this. My 45 can't get active, though, so I really have no means of eliminating him. The funny thing is, orange probably does. If I positive rolled him, I'd have a chance. If my 45 was open to him, I'd have a chance. I don't have a chance. And I don't trade off of black going through him. The 90 is helpful. The 90 won't stop yellow from going through it to try to kill black. But I do think I need to commit more in the middle. And now, unfortunately, white is kill guarded here. That's a really interesting play. I think I do think adding everything in the middle is going to be a better play for me. As useful as the 90 might be. He's at 208. I only get 95 off the trade-in and a +2. So this stack at its maximum is 188. And I'd have to hit an 88 stack because this was 70-something before. Now it's 88. I don't think it's realistic. I'm going to make it 100. And then we're going to make this, 130. This way, again, if white goes to 4 and I get a trade in here, a dude would be great. I don't get a dude. So we're hoping for a horse on the next turn. I've obviously got more of a presence here. Black continues taking cards. Yellow could trade and eliminate black right now. This will open him. He can hit through my 100, which effectively feeds me to white. But I don't think that's a good play by yellow. Like, yeah, you get the 3 cards, but you burn however much you gotta hit on the 100. And pink has so much board control. I mean, he's getting 23 troops a turn. Nobody is sniffing a hit on him. The only reason black's still a bot in the game. Orange could directly feed me the black kill, but he'd probably also feed me his own kill. Now, this is intriguing. This is essentially a white feed. At least it reopens a white feed to me, right? Now, again, this troop distribution, you got to get the 60 out of here. So yellow will trade now. I anticipate those troops being committed up here. He, again, does not have great pathing into me anymore, which is good. It's a slow burn game. I hope that I'm not just kind of leading you guys on only to come in last. But at least you get to see the nuance in the intense moments of potentially staying alive or not staying alive. I mean, yellow gets 100 troops here. He's not too far behind pink anymore. He's considerably far ahead of both myself and orange. I should never have let black get in here. I should have just taken black out early. Yeah, there's the hefty commitment there. Now, the interesting thing here that shouldn't be ignored, the bots tend to play for bonus breaks. If black has a trade on 3, yellow might be toast. Because theoretically speaking, a trade on 3 is going to prioritize where it already has a good amount of troops, 1, and 2, prioritize a spot. I think this bot has been kind of a mixed bag of break and take. I'm not sure why white's hitting me there. I don't really care, but I don't understand it. The bot has been a mixture of break and take. Orange continue playing off of this. Now, theoretically, somebody, I don't want to say myself because I don't think I'm the right person for this, but somebody could remove this orange stack. And then he's stuck over there with the bot. He's forced to hit some bot troops. I don't think it's a very fruitful play, and we are tradeless again on 4. I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, tradeless again on 4. The bot does not have a set on 3. That doesn't mean yellow can't just take the elimination right now. If he wanted to, he'd hit through my 100. He would certainly feed me right away to white, which again is why I don't think he's going to take this, because he doesn't want to do that. This concerns me. I'm trying to put as much as I can over here. It actually knocks white out of there. This could be bad for pink, actually. I could see white potentially crashing out right now into him, which would feed me white's kill. Interesting choice by pink. White actually is forced to hit the black bot up here, which would then lead to a black trade, or he can hit it here. Interesting choice by pink. That opens the bot up to more cards, swings it all the way around. I, again, do not have a trade on 4. I'm very, very intrigued to see what white does here. Because the natural response would be to just take the card on black here. What the side effect to that is white likely gets removed out of this position and fed to orange. I think he's going to take that card, though. He does. So that gives black 2 card options now. I would back this 5 all the way up. Trades are 105. They're not that high. He groups everything here. And orange actually doesn't even get to capitalize off of this. He does trade on 4 this time. Hefty presence here. Dumps everything here. I still think it might not actually hit off the 10. No, it does hit off the 10. Splits though. So it splits. That should keep 1 white territory alive up here to not feed to orange. And it does. Keeps 1 territory alive to not feed to orange. There's a very realistic chance that white or that yellow. No, yellow doesn't. Yellow would have to be considerate of his pathing here. He may still take this elimination. I finally have another trade in. Pink trades on 3. This is not enough to hit this, especially because he committed troops over there. But I mean, white is basically card blocked. That's helpful too. Yeah, yellow. So my benefit, yellow. Oh no, 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 no. White needs to set right now. The white player needs to trade right now, or orange kills him. That was a terrible play by pink. That is an atrocious play by pink. That likely feeds not only the black kill, but potentially also the white kill. It doesn't actually feed my own kill yet. However, no. If white doesn't set, and for some reason orange doesn't take the kill, on 5 cards, mind you, orange should take the kill on 5. Oh, why would you do that? Wait. Hang on. All right, there's a world here. There is a world here. If orange takes white and no longer faces this way, you got to trade. Okay, he does. Does he go heavy into pink right now? Because orange can't kill me. If black is only worth... Because, again, it's 5... Black has 4 cards. 4 cards is not nothing. I can essentially cripple yellow. But yellow's on 5. I wouldn't be feeding him inherently. Oh, he does. He does do what I thought he might do, which is crash out. Still protects me, too. Now black has the choice. Do you take... Or orange... Sorry. Orange has the choice. Do you take him out on 2 cards? Because I was fed... This actually feeds me the black kill without me having to do a whole lot. Orange has to step into this 22 if he wants any chance of anything good happening here. I hope he operates off the 32 up here. But white moving gives me the pathing I need into this unless orange blocks it off again. Do we think orange is wise enough to do that? I think so. But I'm not certain. And the answer is no. The answer is no, orange is not wise enough to do that. So finally, after all of this time, black falls. The question becomes, can I chain this into yellow? And I think I might be able to on 5 cards. Because I should get enough to hit here. Increase our chance of a trade on the next turn. I'm going to match this at exactly 140. After all of that time, Mr. Killguard is not enough. That's a double trade. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a double trade. Orange is on 3. This feeds it to pink. Is this 100%? Tragic, dude. I went for it. It said 80. I would have moved the material away. It was such a high percentage roll. Getting him on 3 cards with yellow is, or with pink as slow as he is. I just got to pray orange doesn't have a set. Right? Pray orange doesn't have a trade-in. Because I don't have a set, and I'm obviously considerably weakened myself compared to my opponents. White only has movement into chunks. So I'm not worried about pink is set super early every single time. He's so slow. So I'm not inherently worried about him. I got 36 back here to rely on. Even if the thing here is even no, don't hit here. This is absolutely he's temporarily botted, but he's back. But he hasn't placed all of his troops yet. So the whole thought here is that white has to, so he doesn't even take a card. White is forced to hit hefty chunks here. Now, white could be quick enough to come steal the 3 cards, and he traded off of it. I was only able to block on one side. Now, this is at a cost. Okay, he is going to get this. I think. Why are you splitting? That is not where you should have split. He's going to try to get me, too. I guess I should have boxed on this side. I should have boxed on this side. I thought pink would come off the 85, but he never did. Well played. Now, white is still pretty slow. I don't think he'll be able to kill me. I just kind of need to run from him, I guess, until I get a trade-in. Oh, he's going to hit me. All right. Well, this is unfortunate. As long as he doesn't get to the 36, I've got a chance to live. And I don't think he will. He's pretty slow. It's kind of a hefty amount of material. I just need to run. And my only chance here is running away. That is a bummer. I'm actually going to do that. If he's got a trade in, he's going to kill me anyway. That is my 3rd no trade on 4 this game. That's probably enough to kill me. That was like the one turn I needed that to not happen. Man, 88% roll. 88% roll. Okay. Pink's just going back to defending himself. And I legitimately think, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, if I am not able to get out of this jam, which I put myself in this, I deserved it. If I kill orange, neither of these players has a trade-in. The whole thinking there was if I kill orange, neither of these players has a trade-in. And I am able to hit white here. Come on. If he's got a trade, that stinks. Because I can outpace him. He's got a trade in. Like, I'm trying to help. I was honestly trying to help him, too, and he went after me. The worst part is he's not going to... I don't think he's going to kill me. He's just going to feed me. He should kill me. For what it's worth, guys, I understand he should kill me here. He's so slow, though. I may just be able to survive off of his bad speed. If I can get a card. I don't know that I can get a card. This 2 needs to live. If this 2 lives, I've got a chance. The fact that he's probably going to clear me out of here completely. If he even has to... Okay, he has to take over there. I need to hit as much of him as possible. So... Because it's just got to be more territory, right? Like... Because that's evidently been the case. I know that that gives him better pathing. Oh, these aren't connected. All right, let's do that then. I have a trade-in. I just need to stabilize somewhere away from his stack. Back-to-back trades would be huge. I could probably kill him with back-to-back trades. But then the question becomes, can I even get through pink? Because I might not be able to get cards off of pink. That's the concern. You know, he's getting 30 a turn, and I get it. I get why white is going for me right now. I have deduced this is not good. This is actually about as bad as this could go. Is pink actively going into me here? Because this is extra territories white doesn't have to hit. This is so bad. Please stop. He's losing himself the game. Genuinely losing himself the game here. That is... Well, if you sit in front of him here, this could help. He should not stop now. Don't stop now. Alright, that last territory take is helpful because it forces white to go underneath with something. But I just don't think white's going to be slow enough here. You know, bad pathing up here would be great. We don't get bad enough pathing. That's helpful. The 20 getting in the way. Okay, that's... This is going to be really tight, guys. He does have a split down here, potentially, unless he just operates straight off the 67, which is what he should do. I get 150. And I don't want to hit a big stack yet, because I know he won't have a trade-in, so I just keep a stack larger than whatever he has. I want this to go to the right. Oh, actually... No, that doesn't work. Oh, you know what we do? Here's what we do. Do we think he's going to have a set on 3? I can't. I need to take there and then leave this on the other side. Because hopefully pink... Oh my god, I have a trade on 3. I thought about hitting pink and breaking white up here. That's only 5. There's only 5 troops here. My hope is that pink just goes in and breaks white himself. I have the trade on 3. This is potentially doable. Unless he gets god dice on me, right? I didn't get... Oh, no. No, 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 no. Please. Please go into white. Okay. And unfortunately, guys, white doesn't have a trade here. I have to get into here, over here somewhere. I have to get in there somehow. He only gets 5. He'll clear me out of here. He'll probably group himself up. If he slams me, that would almost be better. Okay, so somehow... Oh my goodness, no. What is he doing? That makes it easier for me. I wouldn't have done that. 175 we need to be able to hit. So... Alright. Yeah, this is... Okay. I want to leave 250, 270 here. 275. That's what we want. So it makes sense to eliminate white on 3 cards because we know pink does not have a trade-in. Now I don't actually want to open the 160. The 160 is completely boxed off. Alright. This might be one of the most unbelievable games I think I've ever played. Alright, that's fine. We're on 4 cards. And I have a trade-in. And he's so slow. I opened the 85. He's so unbelievably slow, and he won't have a set for 2 turns. He is able to hit my 16 over here, which is a bummer. But the we didn't open the 160, so the 29 is safe because the 85 won't get over there in time. This is not going to be easy. He could potentially block me at some point, which is what he should do. But if I keep the 82 locked, I have to figure out a way to keep the 82 locked and the 160 locked as long as I can. And so I think I need to relocate this 28. Theoretically, the 85 comes off as well. Now, he may actually give the 28 pathing, which would be awesome. He just won a 20 on 28. Bro, I couldn't win an 88% roll earlier. That is definitely less than that. That's crazy. All right, he doesn't have a set right now. The 29 gets pretty much everything up top. You know, I could hit through the 85 since the 85 is not open. I think that's going to be my best play. Or since the 82 is not open. So here's what we're going to do. Don't open that. We're taking as many territories as we can. So like that. I am going to take this territory. That is a pocket, which is interesting. All right. That was really the amount of chipping that we wanted to do there. And he's down to 6 troops. So a +1 bonus and then 2 extra troops. And we got rid of that 85. So that 85 was open. The 160, the 82 are both closed, which is why he's not going to get anywhere with that. The 11 can operate, the 5 can operate. So he should go off the 11 here. He goes off the 5, he locks the 11. So the 12 and the 11 are both locked here. If he doesn't fortify the 82 or the 160 out. This is exactly what I observed of Pink's behavior earlier in the game. Is he locks his troops. He can only pull one of these stacks out. It looks like it's going to be the 160. Now he pulls it out on the side where I can now break his bonus for free. So he also could be on a trade-in soon. There's no gimmies here. Other than the fact that he is just kind of slow. So we are going to continue. It's not great dice, but made up for it there. So we swing around to this spot knowing that his 160 will operate off of that position and move, and we have a trade on 3. If we can't wrap it up on this next turn, which I think mathematically speaking I should be able to. 170. Though we're not super well positioned. So this has been ground zero. This map has grown on me just in the times that we've played it. Really interesting kill guard opportunities just in progressive world dom like we've seen, just with the natural board. No blizzards. I think blizzards are going to make this map kind of bad. Like, I don't think this map is going to be great on the meta settings. I think the other one that we played yesterday would be a little bit better. But so far, both of these I think are much better, just standard progressive world dom type maps. Now he does set early, and he starts moving, but he starts moving a little bit too late. So I think we just want to take his 82 out and then follow him. I think that's going to be my best bet. I trade in. We're catching up. So that was pretty good dice. We're just gonna follow him. Now a smart move would be to ring around the rosy and hit this, but that's not gonna happen. So by following him, I mean obviously I just got 41 troops. He got 3. So we already make up a deficit there. Now he started his turn here earlier, but it's not really going to matter where he goes here, because wherever he goes, we're just going to follow him until he's on one spot, and then we hit him, or we just sit next to him. So he's being wise here to break. He's actually moving faster than he was earlier. Now, you split like this, you're putting yourself at a deficit. He would put himself back in the game to come hit my 192. That is not what I would do. He would put himself right back in the game if he did that. Evidently, not the choice he was willing to make here. Now that is actually an interesting situation where he's given himself pathing back into me. So what we are going to do is this. So the purpose behind this maneuver is now his 285 is stuck. So it's basically like a card block. So he can only use the 11 troops he has this way, because we've blocked him here, and we've blocked him here, and we've forced him to be stuck in this little zone. So he can use his 11 troops, but he's not going to get, 10, 9, 8, got to hit a 3. You at most get, you'll get the downtown bonus, you'll get the freight side bonus. That's it. You're not going to get anything else besides those. I don't even think, well, if he gets perfect dice there, I was going to say he can get to shopping. He'll be able to get shopping off of this pathing here. But then we'll just box him in on the other side. Oh, well, not if you split. So splitting there was not the right choice. He should have navigated down to the bottom here. Now, if he keeps getting trades on 3, that is obviously less than ideal. I'm going to wrap this. We're just going to wrap this around to the backside of him again. So it's not like I don't have the fortifies, right? So I'm just going to attack up this way. We're stronger. We're officially stronger than him. We do have a trade on 3. So if he doesn't set here, we win the game. And apologies, guys. I haven't played a progressive world domination game in a while that has lasted an hour and 20 minutes, where stuff has kind of been happening the whole time. It was a slow burn to try to get ourselves up to enough with the progressive cards. He doesn't trade. This is going to be GG's. Shout out to Pink for sticking with it and still trying. Yellow, I think, is going to be our highest ranked opponent in the game. Playing for the kill guard on black. White gave it up to the point where I could take it and then had enough confidence to chain it through into yellow. Unfortunately, lost the 88% roll on orange, but white was too slow. And I understand, I tried to mention it before, but I want to make sure I express it again today. And if you see people in the comments, send them to this part of the video. The white player, what white player did was the right choice. He actually finally did it too, guys. He finally did it. He had enough speed, but he did it a turn too late. Unfortunately for the pink player, he did it a turn too late, the maneuver that he needed to do. I feel a little bit bad for him, but he finally slammed my stack, and if he had done that a turn earlier, I wouldn't have necessarily had the troops to beat him. Good game, well played, and a big old thumbs up to Pink. Guys, this was a 0 to hero moment in this game. But yeah, white absolutely should have gone for me. I was worth the cards. Pink was too difficult to take out. He saw how slow Pink was. I think white, not bad. Some of his moves in the early game, especially questionable. Some of the hits that he did, certainly bizarre. I think I would go for that elimination on orange again. He was the only player with cards. White and Pink had both just traded in. If I get that, nobody has cards. Nobody's able to do anything. And we win the game outright. It just took us a little longer, you know? I like this map. I don't know that I'd go so far to say I love it. I think it definitely better without blizzards. Orange and yellow, both master level players. I could kind of tell. Both kind of holding the kill guards there. If I were orange, I would have hit the 22 here and sat in front of me. Maybe you risk the feed of the black kill to yellow, but that was likely imminent anyway. And now in this position, I get black, and then I was able to get yellow, and then I slammed into you thinking I could kill you, and I couldn't. So, novice on black, not surprised. Novice on white, and then beginner on pink. Pink sound choices other than trapping troops and just the overall slow play, but there's room for improvement there. Same with white. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back tomorrow with more Risk. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.